Hello, thank you for joining me. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. And I'm going to pick a card for this week, beginning the 8th of August 2021. I'm using Healing with the Angels Oracle. Okay, so for card for week beginning 8th of August 2021. Alright, what we got? Oh, divine timing. How about that one? Okay, so right, divine timing. It's everything happens for a reason. What is meant to happen will happen. This week's going to be full of news about children. All right, and I reckon, yeah, there's been a lot of talk about in the past few weeks. There's been talk about getting the kids to have vaccinations, mandatory vaccinations. How can they call them vaccinations when they're actually an experiment? It even tells you this in the leaflet that we got from the NHS in the UK. We do not know how it will affect you. We do not know how good the vaccination is. So how can you call it a vaccination when you don't know? It is not a cure. It tells you in the leaflet as well. So it's clearly an experiment, and they're talking about giving it to children. So I reckon, there are people out there who think this is an absolutely fantastic thing because they've been so frightened about it. But there's also a lot of people, especially those who have had side effects or have known people who've had side effects and been ill from the jab, that will not want their children to have it. So I reckon that this divine timing, they're going to see quite a lot of people rising up to protect their children against certain things. And I may be saying a few words that I shouldn't say on here. We'll see. We'll see if I get shut down like some of the other people have. You never know. But anyway, yeah, divine timing. Things, as I say, things happen for a reason. And I think when what I found in my own life, when something needs changing and I don't change it, I often get forced to change it. Things happen to make me take action. Things force me to take action. And I reckon that's what's going to be happening this week. That people have not stood up, people have not done anything, people have maybe stayed in the background, and divine timing, this divine action, the forces, the powers that be, whatever you want to call it, the energy that is, will come down and force people to take their own hands and take things into their own hands and get things sorted themselves. That's one thing I'm seeing there. It's also like he's like a little cupid, isn't he, with his arrow there. Little, yeah, got his arrows in the bag at the back, little angel wings. So I reckon there's news about children anyway this week. Not just about the jabs, but also about maybe about other things as well that we've been waiting to hear about. So expect news of children on all sides, I would reckon, this week. And another thing I'm picking up with this card as well, divine timing, is that sometimes things just aren't the right time. Sometimes it's just not the right time for something to take place. So we may be hearing of cancellations of a few things, whether it's travel, whether it's sporting fixtures or something like that. There could be some cancellations going on. With the news, it may be that we're waiting to hear something, but pieces of the jigsaw need to be put into place. So it could be that we've just got to wait for things to be in a certain order. Whether it's news or whatever it is, things often as not, things need to be in a certain order before it can actually manifest or can actually take place or can be like a culmination of something. Those pieces of the jigsaw have to fit into place, and if you're trying to put a piece of a jigsaw in the wrong place, it can actually mess a lot of things up. So we've got to be really careful that we don't. We need to be a bit more patient. I think on what I'm trying to say here. Of certain things we want straight away, but we need to be a little bit more patient because there are certain other things that need to take place before we get what we want. But we've got to be positive and optimistic because we have to manifest what we want. So if we're negative or pessimistic all the time and negative in our wording, then that is what we're going to get, that is what we're going to manifest. So we need to make sure that we're positive in our thinking, positive in our words. So although things may not be there straight away, it's just a bit of patience. We know things are going to change, we know things are going to be a lot better than what we've had, especially what we've had recently for the last year and a half. We're going to be a lot better off, and people are going to be feeling a lot better as well. We've just got to wait for things to go the way they should go, and for just be a little bit patient. Make sure all the pieces fit properly together, so that we're not rushing anything, so that we get the good things and not the bad things. Because at the end of the day, certain powers that be are trying to control everybody, and that is something we do not want. We're supposed to have freedom of choice, bodily autonomy. These are human rights. It's part of the Nuremberg Code that we should not have any medical procedure against our wishes, and they are thinking of bringing it in as mandatory. So these are our human rights that are being taken away from us. But I think it's only that I personally feel that this is just fear mongering, that it's not actually going to take place. But I reckon the fear mongering is to wake people up, to get people to stand up and say, no, we've got rights and you're not taking our rights off us. And we're seeing a lot more people doing that, and I reckon this week we're going to see a lot more people doing that as well. So a little bit more patience, but things will come, things will turn around for the better, and at the end of the day we will get positive results. So be optimistic, don't be negative. Okay, so that's the card for this week, and let me know what you think down below. I'll leave the link if you want to see some more of this particular deck. I'll leave the link below. Click subscribe and like, and then you'll see some more, and I'll catch you next week. Okay, so take care. Bye bye.